Hey, right, welcome back to the Natural Physique podcast. We've been sat here for half an hour trying to figure out how to make this work.
Yeah,
Apologies
that's
for the
not
last
all we've
time.
been sat here doing, Josh. We've not been the most
I
productive.
mean, I have been sat here stressing my tits off trying to figure out how to make this work. Last time that we done something like this, you couldn't see us at all. I do massively apologize about that because I can see it on my screen, but when it shares it, you can't see anything. We're going to go through some of the guys that we've got in the PCA Natty 3. That is the 27th of July at Kettering, if anyone wants to come along and support, and just bring a big natural physique banner. Put that about. If you want to do
Yeah.
that, then feel
Ooh.
free to do so. We're going to go through some of our clients that we've got in these shows for myself, for Noah, and Matt helping out with their posing as well. Regarding the show, what are we thinking? Are we excited for it? Get any predictions for overalls? Anyone that we're looking out for outside of our clients, first of all?
I can't even think who else is doing it.
Well, I know that going into the juniors, there should be Harry Greer and Jay Bell.
Oh, the 1v1.
I think the 1v1 is going to go down in juniors tall junior. I think the rematch will be going down.
Yeah.
Um, so that'll be cool to see. I don't really know too many people that are competing in this one
AJ's
outside.
not doing it, is he?
No,
What is
No.
his next show? Do we know?
Is he
it's
not
the
doing
pro qualifier. So he did the regional qualifier, the MK Classic, and now he's in like 2 weeks' time or 3 weeks' time. He's doing the
Oh,
actual
so like
pro
NPC,
qualifier.
IFBB Pro type thing.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
It does. He looked good. I personally thought that was my favorite
Robbed.
season. Hmm?
You
Oh
was
God, yeah. Like let's get
he
into a
was
little bit.
robbed.
We'll do a little bit of gossip and chat before we get into it, guys. Sorry, look at Cammy here. You can just sit and look at his beautiful physique. But I'm not going to change a thing about where we are or the whole situation with this screen share. Otherwise, we're most likely cooked. So, yeah, the show and the overall winner added like someone or they put down the name in the Instagram post, and I expected it to be the big fucker in the middle. There was a big guy who looked good, and then there was that wee guy at the side. And someone commented, "Let's go," and then tagged the wee guy, and I was like, "Why are you saying let's go to him?" And it turns out that he was the one that won the overall.
Apparently he went into like 10 different classes that day.
Yeah. Did you see his coach's Instagram post?
I didn't see it, but I
It
get told
was literally 10 different categories, all completely listed. He did classic bodybuilding. There was fucking
yeah.
like
He's
novice,
obviously
true novice, juniors.
fucking minted. Like
I don't know.
two bros are
Yeah,
expensive.
that's a lot
Like
of classes.
10 classes is quite expensive. That's fucked.
And it was a warm-up show for him, apparently.
Fucking I just did 800 quid on a warm up. I
Yeah,
so
it's crazy.
What is the situation though? Because surely AJ was better than him.
Yeah, even in that coach's Instagram post, the coach was like, we were a little bit surprised by the decision, but it was the judge's decision at the end of the day. We're not going to argue with it.
It's not as if he was bad. Like he wasn't bad.
No.
From the rear, it looked pretty sick. Like his hamstrings had this like super strange detail, and like his glutes and hamstrings were pretty dug out. Looked good, but like he just didn't have that grainy look to the front of him. Like he didn't look overly lean from the front. His quads weren't super separated. Needs some posing off of you as well. So if he's watching this,
Lincoln Bio.
because his hip was like very far out to the side when he was
yeah,
hitting.
when he was doing those ones, he was like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
he was.
crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Bro's got some good mobility, but it was quite far out. But yeah, I didn't really understand what happened there. But again, it's the judge's decision on the day, isn't it?
I probably thought, like, the big guy in the middle. I think his name's Craig Bolton. I
Mm.
thought he deserved to win.
That's
Like
what I
AJ would
thought,
have been
and they
second.
picked
Like, so this guy would have
I
been like third.
mm,
That's
think
why
they
it was so
picked the wrong
surprising.
name and then just went, oh fuck it, we'll just stick with it.
run it, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
keep going.
No, they've done that before, to be fair, haven't they? Like two row shows where they've called out. I remember like a figure one or a bikini one or something. It was literally for the IFBB Pro cards, and they called out the wrong person. The woman like dropped her knees and was like, "Yes," and then they're like, "Oh, sorry, we've got the names wrong." So,
That's awful, man.
that is brutal, isn't it?
That's
Fair
fuck.
dues for holding your hands up. That's how Finn got his one as well, wasn't it? Just cheating his way through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was an interesting one. Has there been any other shows since that or before then? Was the PC United 2? We've not spoke since that.
That was, yeah, we haven't spoken since that. So PCA 92 was 2 weeks ago because we didn't have a podcast last week.
Yes.
So that was 2 weeks ago. So
Who did we have? It was Mikey.
it
Mikey.
was,
Oh, Mikey. Have you ever heard of Mikey, guys?
I don't think we've mentioned Mikey
Anyone
in
who
the
does
podcast
podcasts
yet.
for Mikey?
Natural
Mike will
physique.
be watching as well. Love you, Mikey. But
Actual
it's been the
physique
Mikey
Mikey.
Physique
Yeah.
podcast recently, so we thought we'd try get away from it.
Yeah, so I think yeah, it was just Mikey from Natural Physique Coaching, coached by Finn, who isn't here, by the way, if you couldn't tell.
And he's
So
just
we just
hovering
had
around in the shadows.
yeah, we just had Mikey competing, and looked really, really good. Was in a not very competitive junior class, so smoked that, as we kind of knew he would. But we had thought it would be just one big junior class together, and it was very weird the way they separated the class. So they did short and tall, but they didn't just go like bang in the middle of the competitors and go, okay, you're short, you're now tall. I think they actually did like a height cutoff. So it meant in the short class there was four people, and in the tall class there was like nine.
Really?
It was just really bizarre. So we had thought he would go against Jay Bell and Harry Greer.
Do you
Um,
think he would have beat them?
I think he probably would have, but it would have been close. Yeah, it
Yeah,
would have
J
been close.
Bell's good shape and structured, isn't he? Like it's
Yeah, he's fucking massive. He's stupidly big.
yeah, he
Could
was
be a
like
bit more
84
conditioned, but
kg or something. Like
yeah, I know it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, so Mikey won that class of four, and then Jay Bell won the tall. Very, very close actually between him and Harry.
I
I
was
think
going
it's
to say
like
that. What do you think of that? Was it an apples and oranges type of situation? Like, was
I
there?
was about to
I
say
didn't
apples and
see the
pears, but
finals or
yeah, I
yeah,
was going to say apples and pears, but I think that's the same as apples and oranges.
yes, it
Um,
is indeed. Depends
yeah,
if
it was just
they're
like
oranges or pears.
it's just whatever you preferred on the day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty much it.
Was there like a difference between like was one of their front shots better than the others, or like there was a drastic difference in side shots, front shots, rear shots? Was like big strengths or weaknesses? Because I obviously didn't see it, so I didn't really get to. And he's
Yeah,
practicing that Harry Greer, so I didn't see anything from that either.
it was it was more so just Harry's conditioning was a little bit better. Jay Bell obviously was bigger because especially with the his frame, he was just had a bigger stage presence.
Yeah.
Um, I'm trying to remember actually how I scored it. I think it did have Jay Bell winning, but it was pretty close.
Yeah.
Um,
What
so
do you
no,
think of the classic guys as well? The
oh mate, that was
Sean
unreal.
and Cal.
That
What
was so
boys
good.
does this work?
Yeah.
That's just a screen wise. Sorry, guys, I need to double check because last time I done this, I lost the whole podcast pretty much. Continue.
Yeah, Sean
Classic.
versus Calvin. Sean versus Calvin in classic short. It was fucking ridiculous. It was a massive class as well. But immediately, like when they walked out, their numbers were right after each other. So they were standing beside each other,
Oh, really?
which is pretty
Yeah.
sick. Um,
Was that Calvin's last show, or is he competing again?
no, so
In WNBF to go try and get his WNBF pro card.
Mm,
yeah.
okay.
Um,
Sean's last show, wasn't it?
Sean, yeah, that's Sean's last show. He was just, I mean, he's won a classic overall and a bodybuilding overall. Like,
Yeah, sure it does.
he's not really going to get much more from competing this year. He just needs to take time off and grow a little bit more. But he looked fucking unbelievable. He was definitely a little bit sharper as well from the WNBF show into this one. But yeah, he looked sick. Really, he was a deserved winner. Like, I don't think there was any complaints in the overall. We sort of had it. There was that other guy, Innocent. He's like in
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
INBA
was going to say
Pro.
this. He's an IMBA pro. He beat AJ and
Mhm.
Mikey somewhat beat him in overall, maybe. I don't know. Or do we
Yeah,
have
so
confirmation for that?
it looked like Sean was first, Mikey was second, Innocent was third.
It's
That's the way
crazy.
we all kind of had it.
Makes you think how good Sean could do within like like high level show. I say high level shows, obviously as a high level show, but like within international shows, and if he's to grow a lot, then could be a good pro.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
It'd be interesting to see what happens with like the WNBF Classic Pro situation, like the difference between the bodybuilders and the classic guys. Have they got like a classic pro division or is it just amateur? Do we know? With the WNBF, like now that they're bringing in classic.
I don't know. I think they are giving pro cards, but like I don't think there's enough pros to sort of make like a pro division yet, as far
Yeah,
as I think.
that'll be interesting to see what people go down the line of. Because again, Sean's a really good bodybuilder, but he's also good in classic. But what does it look like when he's? No, he would have done those poses in the WNBF show, with the hands at the side
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
and yeah, still find it strange, but hey ho.
not a fan.
Yeah, that PC show looked good. Jay Bell and Harry looked like a good battle. Jay Bell didn't do the overall because he wanted to scran cookies I seen on his Instagram. So hopefully he washes that off for the 93s because I assume they'll be going at it again, as you were saying, Noah. Um, Brandon will be in the short as well, though, so he won't go anywhere near them. Will Cammy be up against them?
Yeah.
I assume he will. That'll be sick.
Cammy.
Cammy short.
No,
No.
so J Bell and Harry Greer are tall, and then Brandon's short. So I'm saying Brandon's not going against them, whereas Cammy will be going against them.
Oh, Cammy will, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
I was gonna say good
Ah,
what the
review.
fuck?
I
Cammy
messed up
reveal.
already.
Oh,
God,
yes.
I'm terrible at this, isn't I? I can't get it to. Here we go. Boom. Oh, brilliant. Hey,
Well,
I know.
here's Mr. McBride. It should be working okay. So yeah, Cammy joined. It'll actually be 1 year. He's changed a bit there.
I was gonna say he's looking good.
He's got a bikini on now. It'll actually be 1 year, pretty much to the day, from when he joined. Was signed up with myself when he competes, which is quite cool.
That was crazy.
But yeah, prep's actually been pretty good for him. The first few weeks probably weren't the best for him. I think he'll be one to admit that as well. However, since then, and having a few good chats, we've been able to really put the foot in the gas and pull a lot more off. Had frequent high days in now, taking them back ever so slightly, just because we could probably get a little bit more from him coming into the first show. But coming out of this show, we'll keep the high days in because it's bringing some of his best looks. And yeah, he will be junior tall, and he'll still be a junior in 27, which is pretty cool. And his waist is fried how small it is, and
Yeah.
compared to some of the shots there. So yeah, it'll be good. It's his first show, his first ever season, so it'll be exciting to see how he lines up in a junior lineup. But no, obviously Matt's helping him do the posing as well, so Matt can probably explain a bit better in terms of how he is look wise from seeing obviously the transitional work. Yeah.
What is he weighing just now, and what did he weigh at the start of prep? When we are talking, see if you can find some photos and pop them into that folder, because I think that'd be good to show. But
He's
what
like
is
160 now, isn't he?
Yeah, 160. His lowest was 159.5, and he started prep 182. So 22 pounds down, 10 kilo.
that's a nice amount, isn't it? That's not.
Yeah. Mate, his body weight wasn't playing ball with us to begin with. It was being quite stubborn, so we had to push a little bit harder. But things are in a decent place now. Cardio's been pulled back. It was daily. Now it's 5 times a week instead of on leg days. Um, Hold on.
He does
Mate,
look good.
He looks fucking sick at the minute. He looks so good.
Anything posing wise, well, Noah finds like photos and stuff. Like,
sorry, I'm gonna jump in. His right quad, keeping his right quad on. I was asking him if he's had any issues with it in the past, and I think he's had some issues from football.
yeah,
Keeping his rec fem like switched on, it makes it night and day, the detail in his leg. But it's always that one that goes first. From going through rounds in person, it's always that leg that goes away first. But Matt can,
need to put like an emphasis on it when he poses
yeah,
on TJ. Like
Matt
it's
can back me up
10,
here.
15 minutes to just be like, right, fucking keep it on.
Yeah, I suppose it's actually quite similar to Mikey because Mikey was having the same issue with his right quad, but
Yeah.
we did something like right. It was about 5 minutes before he went on. I was like, Mikey, pretend that you're trying to slide your foot forward, and he just went like,
Yeah, yeah.
obviously his foot didn't move, and the quad just lit up, and I was like, is that okay? And he was like, it's unreal. Oh, I'm so grateful.
Because it's such like a leg extension, isn't it? I'm so grateful.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, just using friction to your advantage. If you imagine like trying to slide your foot, that quad will turn on, especially that rec fem. So I'm going to give it a go with Kami because like the majority of the time when we do, like me and him go through the posing calls and posing rounds, he is on carpet, so you can't generate as much friction. So I'm
Yeah.
hoping that like when he's on a hard surface, it'll be okay.
Yeah, on stage it is. You got a good amount of friction there. I always used to worry about like if I'm doing my posing routine, I'm doing like a wee spin in it, like what's going to happen? I'm going to fall over, but it usually works out pretty fine, whatever you're trying to do, realistically.
Mm. But yeah, his posing's come on fucking stupid amount. He's looking really, really good. Still have some things that we want to sort of improve on between the shows. Like he's got a long season ahead of him as well. So it'll give us time, especially after the first show, you'll be able to see him on stage. And when you see him next to other people, you'll be able to like almost look and go, oh, okay, well, this could actually be improved. It can be quite difficult when they are just posing by themselves.
Yeah.
Even from like a coach's perspective. But until you see them in that lineup, then you truly realize, okay, this needs improved. This looks good. we don't need to worry about this. So yeah, that's a good thing. Like he's got a long season, so after this PCA show, we can go away, regroup, think, okay, what do we actually need to work on? What do we need to improve on? And
Yeah.
there will be the same and be like, okay, we do need to get a lot leaner, or no, conditions fine, etc. etc.
Yeah, it's
The thing
based
is,
off of that.
the last little bit's probably going to come in with just retaining his training. Like if so long as we keep his muscle and focus on keeping that tissue as best we can do, he'll most likely pull off another little bit of that body fat. It's his hips, like his waist he holds a lot. His glutes are coming in a lot more. It's his like lower midsection that's been a little bit more stubborn. Like
Oh,
it's just
the
there's a lot
Brazilian.
more to come out.
Sorry.
But they are starting to rear their head. And then yeah, I'm trying to upload these photos, but I'm a fucking dinosaur with this. But we've also got Sinead doing that show, or would you want to go on about Brandon because he'll be doing teen juniors as well?
Yeah, okay, let's see if we can find him in a big Petru there. Petru's not even doing this show. I don't know why I put photos of Petru in there, but have
You
them.
just want a fucking thumbnail, mate. Petrol look.
Guys, look.
Look, it's petrol.
He is looking good. Sorry, it's just because those photos right next to Brandon's ones. But yeah, Brandon will be in junior short. I don't like how these photos are dead far away. But yeah, Brandon is looking good. These are some post-workout shots from today. Cheers, Matt.
Just
Okay,
get my
well, thank
binoculars
you,
on.
man. Even better. That's a fair reaction to these shots, to be fair. I was very happy with them. Can I go ever so slightly? Yeah, this is post workout today. After his, I say high day yesterday, it wasn't really that high. He's running, we're running, sorry, like 400 grams of carbs pretty much on the Mondays at the moment for his leg sessions, which isn't drastic. I believe his baseline for is 285 on training days for his carbohydrates. So nothing drastic, but it does really bring him to life a lot more. Like his chest just blows up, his delts blow up. Condition is definitely coming on now. Like you can see that there through his side leg. Like his side leg's always been good from a muscularity standpoint, and like even when his midsection was peeled and his chest was super striated, his side leg just wasn't quite as detailed as you think it would be. It didn't match up with other. What's that? Sorry.
It's picked like you can see the hamstring to
Yeah.
glute starting to come through now. It's definitely come on levels.
That's the thing, like his upper body's been lean for quite some time now. Like even his back's been pretty peeled. His chest has had striations throughout, and you would think like, all right, there might not be much more to pull off. But again, as you're saying, well, like just with a little bit more time, with a good training performance and spending time in that deficit, filling up, relatively frequently, like you do, just get more detail, more detail, more detail. And it's being patient with that. Like Brandon says to me, like a lot of time, like, right, I'm happy to push harder, do more, but there's no need to. He's 3.5 weeks out. Or 3 weeks out, no, realistic, is it? Are we even less than that?
Less than that, mate.
Less
Yeah,
than
it's
that.
like
Oh, jeez. Oh,
two
yeah,
and
I'm
a half
thinking,
weeks.
yeah, it's 19 days or something like that. Sorry, I'm out of it. But yeah, like he's 19 days out from this show, but then he's got, supernaturals and shit towards the back end of the season. So we don't need to be pushing super, super hard. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, supernaturals are, sorry, I'll need to check. He's got later shows with the season, September wise, sorry.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
they've got
Scottish.
He's got BNBF Scottish, and then I believe it's the PC Natty shows. I'll need to double check because I've got Petra in here as well. Um, he's the one that's doing Supernatural. Sorry, that'll be good. He'll come
Okay.
in for that. But I know that's gonna be sick. It'll be good to see him
Don't
come over as well because I want to see what he looks like in person. He's a big fucker too, so that'll be good. He just needs to get a good chunk more leaner through the side and through the rear. But with Brandon, sorry. His glutes are coming through a lot more now, which is great to see. I'm very happy with that. Like he always speaks about, like I want to get shredded glutes, and they are starting to definitely come through now, which is great. Again, his chest is just daft, like really, really impressive. Striations through that's really good. Again, he does kind of pop a little bit more the day after, and we know that, so we're going to take this into this first sort of peak, and this first peak is just to kind of gather data on what we want to do. Like we're not putting way too much pressure on it because he could pretty much step on stage just now and still be really solid, but we're going to get a little bit leaner, obviously freshen him up on the week, and make sure that we time that well so that he comes on stage pretty damn, hard, dry, full is the goal. But I'm excited for it. Like Brandon, I've worked with Brandon for a long time now, like a long
Sorry, I
time.
don't want to jump in. He is still a teen, isn't he?
Yes.
Which
Yeah.
is
You
fucking
didn't, yeah, you did. I don't think you mentioned that, did you?
Sorry,
no.
teen bodybuilder. But he's stepping into the junior lineup with the PC and Natty show. So I think it'll be good. Um, I want to figure out 2 secs. If we go on to, you can still see this, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on to Sheets quickly and just get the shows up because, yeah. So PC
Fucking
shows three. WNBF Supernaturals, BNBF Scottish, and the UKDFU Open Championship. So that's his shows there. We might look to do a little international show. Depends how he looks towards the back end of the season, but that's the plan so far. And yeah, like it's really cool to see Brandon how much he's grown, how much he's improved. Like obviously we went away on holiday with him and like I've spent a lot of time with Brandon. He's like my good mate as well. But to see him do what he's doing right now and like the kind of bodybuilding scene within his own coaching as well is pretty sick. So yeah, super happy with him. Sinead's back to Sinead's.
Yes, so that Sinead's looking, Sinead's back double biceps there. Um, so yeah, Sinead's actually my longest ever client. We've been working together for over 2 years now. And even if you look, it probably would be easier if you look at my Instagram for this one. The photos of the before photos, um, it was the most recent post, I'm pretty sure. Or what's going to be the post?
Doesn't come up. You're not relevant enough, buddy.
No, go on to profile and just go on to Noah.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just
You've
going to
been going
scroll
down
everything
to
else
the
instead.
Okay, so just
Um,
have a little brain rot.
that's okay. So go straight in. First one up.
Yeah,
Brilliant. Well done. So these ones here.
so, yeah, if you go to the very far, like the last slide, that was a starting point 2 years ago. Sinead had trained before, but it wasn't to like the same level or quality as it is now. Multiple in-persons going down to Newcastle. Sinead came up here to the holy land of pro life, and she's in a good spot. More condition that's going to come off for sure. Again, she's got similar shows to Cameron where it's going to be a longer season. However, that those photos are pretty fucking cool.
Yes.
Um, she's leaned out a lot recently. Her weight's sitting around 130. And with that level of muscularity, there's still more room to pull off for condition. It's my first time bringing, obviously, a female client to stage. So learning a lot about how to peak and obviously understand the female anatomy and female body surrounding different times and how to utilize different tools. Obviously, we've gathered a lot of data in the last 2 years of how Sinead's body responds. However, leading into shows, it's pretty exciting. So we'll be toned figure is going to be the category we're looking for, and then down the line, possibly moving into athletic. But again, that's going to be a case of being able to have more muscle and being able to bring more condition compared alongside with that more muscle.
Yeah, it
But
goes
she's in a
hand
good
in hand,
spot
doesn't
where
it?
she is. And yeah, ideally could be able to see another 10 plus pounds by the back end of our season. Quite comfortably. Our side quad, you can see a little bit more detail coming through
Yeah.
now, which we hadn't seen for a little while. And then since we brought in again, starting to feed up a little bit more, running 2 high days, the second of which has also been pulled away. Oh, sorry, just running the one. Cammy had to. Running the one on Thursdays has proved to help a lot in terms of digestion, fullness, performance as well. But the side leg starting to come in a little bit more. Very exciting. It's very cool, obviously, coaching females as well. It's not what I was used to. I say that. It's my Sinead's worked with me the longest time.
Yeah.
But learning always as you go. It's very fun.
Yeah, she does it very good.
Belts are fucking ridiculous.
I was
Your
gonna
quad
say like
delts
the
are crazy.
vascularity as well.
Yeah.
That one you put up with her like doing like the hammer curl or something like that was pretty daft as well.
No, she gets stupid vascular, which is quite cool. We know how we can bring that look, or how we've been able to replicate that look multiple times since we've been running the high days as well. So it's just a case of trying to bring that on show day alongside a couple other points. But yeah, those are my two athletes stepping on stage at PCA.
This
That
guy there,
back cunt, he's miles out.
you see
But
Like a milk.
this guy right here. Looks good to be fair.
we'll
You
see.
like
We'll see.
pressing again without having, dodgy knees.
Huh?
Your leg pressing again without having
Oh, it's
knees.
so good, but now my wrist is dicked after we went cliff jumping.
Yeah.
I
Brilliant.
genuinely think I've done some fucking damage, Josh.
Really.
Um, yeah. So the thing is, he's looking good. Tom,
I was gonna say because he's PC 93 as well. So
No, he's not.
he's not. 3.5 weeks from
that's
now,
No,
where I've got the 3.5 weeks from. Sorry, yeah, because I'm
and
doing.
then
Natty
that week
three,
after.
Natty three. We've got Maddie Krozik or just Maddie K. And then we've got Owen Garrington as well
Yes.
Oh shit,
in
yeah, I
terms
looked
of
at that
inside.
one. Nice.
Tom's good. I like Tom. His training's brilliant.
Oh, I love Tom.
All the
Oh, he's such a
content I
lovely
see of
bloke.
him. Like I've not spent much time with him in person, but like all the content I see of him is always good. I see Owen bought a new car as well.
Yeah, fucking prep purchase, man.
There
Lovely.
it is. It's already in the highlights.
Absolutely beautiful. E92.
Yeah. So
That's
I
a
think
big car.
he's doing a lot better now as well. I think he was going through a difficult period with being having to push quite hard. And obviously I was away seeing Finn and Mikey last week, so I was able to see Owen go through some posing with him as well. And since they kind of pulled back and took cardio out a little bit, his body weight's just been plummeting every fucking day. And he keeps
Dog
getting like new
Smirk.
low after new low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
that's
he
what.
looks sick.
Body
He
weight's
looks
coming
really
down
good.
now.
Yeah, he looks really good now.
It's good. Yeah, he's looking sick. Because I know they were struggling to get body weight down for a little bit of time, and now that they've just backed off. It seems to be working.
Yeah.
Because he's really light as well, isn't it? Like it's a case of having to push food pretty damn low. It's a good look there. His quads are starting to get a hell of a lot more detailed. These glutes are coming in a lot more as well. I see that all the time. He's a big ass tattoo. But yeah,
Nice.
he's looking good. And he's got a nice car as well. I seen he posted about that. He's probably got some in the story as well. Big Storm, PC93.
Yeah.
That'll be sick. First mods on it, you go and get on that. But yeah, I think that covers pretty much everything, to be honest. Like, if we get anything else to run through, because it's 7 o'clock, and I know you need to be going, Noah.
Yeah, I'm just messaging the chat there. Kez is famously awful for his timekeeping, so
Ah,
uh,
who cares then?
not fucking
Oh,
him. But
Petru as well.
yeah, let's talk about Petro again.
Yeah, I'm going to end out in Petru. Everyone's saying it's
Natural physique Petri, like
That's
yeah, this
really-
is what it's going to become. But no, like it is kind of relevant because he's coming down for PC 93.
yeah,
And then actually,
he's coming down for it, but not staying
yeah,
for the
yeah,
show.
yeah. He's
But
going down
he's
for the show, but he's actually leaving on the day of the show. I said to him like, "Oh, you should come along, and it means we can go to the show. You can look at the standards, so on and so forth in the UK, because he's going to do the WNBF Supernaturals." But the way that the flights worked, it was like extortionate to go back on like the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, anything like that. The cheapest one was Sunday by like a mile. So he's coming down on Thursday, the Thursday of that week, and then leaving on the Sunday. Going to get a few sessions in with him at the physique club. So cool to do that now, isn't it?
yeah.
Like it's so handy to have. And crash at Finn's gaff as well. I was sleeping on the sofa because we Dylan and his missus are coming over. But yeah, it'll be good to see Petra in person. We're going to get a few sessions in together. I think you're going to have a look at him, Matt, and maybe like his posing routine, make some adjustments. Um, but he is impressive. He's also still like 83 kg or something like that. So he's a big boy. And to be in that condition at that weight is pretty damn impressive.
he's also like 177 centimeters, so isn't he? He's not like stupidly tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's like a kind of middle ground of height.
It's like the same height as me. And when I looked like when I'm not saying when I looked like that, but when I was that condition, I was about like 69 kilos, 70. So it just fucking shows how big he actually is.
To be fair, he does have more to pull off. Like I don't know if he'll have like much photos on here as well. Like those photos are good, but from the side and the rear, like there is more fat loss to be chasing. His lats sweep out extremely well. See them there, really nice. But just obviously more through the hamstrings and the glutes, and that's what he struggled with last time he competed. But last time he competed, he had like a 10 week prep, something like that. Whereas
Yeah.
this one's a hell of a lot longer. So we've got that kind of slow burning prep now, where we can just again spend more time, as Noah and I were both mentioning. Like he will just sharpen up over time. His training and his passion for training is really solid. So I don't see training dropping off as long as he stays on top of things. But yeah, it's definitely going to be an exciting pet to follow along with. But yeah, everything all good.
Think so, yeah.
Nice little PC 93 podcast. So if you do want to come along and support, again, Kettering, it's the Sunday. It is the Sunday, isn't it? Because some of them are
Or
Saturday.
just get them all to our Airbnb, the Natural Physique Airbnb.
You want to have a gaff
We'll do
on
a
the Saturday,
meet and greet, take photos, sign autographs if
have
anybody wants. So,
fags and Malibu and everything there.
Buckfast, whatever you want.
Bucky milk.
Uh,
Yeah, it was terrible. Casey had her 21st birthday party, Matt was telling no one somebody was drinking Bucky milk.
it's so grim.
Rancid, mate. Disaronno and Coke is where it's at. We bit of Dr. Pepper. That was incredible.
Oh, I don't drink, so link in bio to inquire for cold
Never
chocolate.
touched an alcoholic beverage in his life.
I just
No,
drink beer and Guinness.
I
I do
just
beer. It's horrible.
beer's
Taste of
lovely.
it's rancid. I like a cider. Could just be gay though.
Good pint of lager, mate. Good pint of
No, to be
lager.
fair,
Something
whenever
just
we were on
horrible about
holiday,
it.
cider's lovely, but a pint's good as well.
No.
Pint
It's
of Guinness,
not
big
just
big
like
foamy Guinness, big creamy Guinness.
Oh,
just like yeast. The taste of it, yeah, can't do it. Cider
mm,
just tastes like fizzy, I don't know, Ribena or something. Or
that's
neat. I can't taste of alcohol, that's the only thing. Vodka and shit disgust me.
just stick to Ribena then. I
Yeah,
think
I wouldn't
Capri
that
Suns.
yeah.
yeah. Right, next podcast we're gonna be ranking alcohol.
We'll
Based
do best Ben and Jerry's flavors and best alcohol.
Yep.
best
That
type of
seems to have a lot
best
of
type of fags to
ingredients.
smoke, best the lot. There we
Definitely
go.
won't have camels on there.
We can't talk about that in the
Yeah.
podcast, man.
Can't be a good Camel Blue, mate.
Good influences,
Not
right?
that I would know.
Your good influences are signing off. So thank you for joining us once again. Another wonderful podcast. Like, subscribe, all of that jazz, everything that you usually do. And again, please do share in your stories because it does help us a lot. We can repost it, and then all your friends see it, and then you get them into the Natural Physique podcast, and it all grows, and it's a nice big happy
Oh,
family. Yeah,
Big
there we
community,
go.
big circle.
comment Leo Hamilton if you've made it this far in the podcast.
Brilliant. That would be great. Thank you. I want to see loads of Leo Hammonds. Right. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for joining us. See ya.